My name is Roger Clare, and I'm the mayor of Bolingbrook. And today it's April 21st. Comment up before we get into our COVID-19 update. This COVID-19 update is being broadcast live on BCT, the village website, and on Facebook pages. Closed captions during this live broadcast are available on the village website and Facebook video streams. Captions will be on the rebroadcast on BCT later today. Transcripts of this and all COVID-19 updates are available within 24 hours on the village website. This is again one of, I believe, our fifth or sixth briefing on COVID-19 in Bolingbrook. I'm assuming most people are home today. Some are watching. Comment about what's coming up. Next Tuesday night we have a board meeting. Our fiscal year 2021 budget is up for approval. If there's anybody who has any questions or comments, it's available online. The meeting, by the rules dictated by the governor, will be closed generally to the public. We will be able to allow a handful of people in here. So if you're interested in attending, of course, let us know. And of course, it'll be again broadcast live on BCT. One of the things I wanted to give you an update on, the school district, I noticed it has now gone to a 1 day a week of distribution of lunches and breakfasts. You can check their webpage for more details on that. The Parks District still remains closed. That includes playgrounds, the golf course, and of course we'll be dealing soon with the pool around the 1st of June during the summer. What's going to happen with those and the rules regarding those, we don't know, but they're still closed at this point in time. With me up here today, I have Lucas Rickelman, Director of Public Services, and Ken Teppel, our Director of Public Safety, and they have some things they'd like to discuss too, so I'll give it to Lucas to begin. Lucas?
Hello. Once again, I'd like to start with please do not flush wipes and paper towels down the toilet. They will clog sewers. We did actually have an incident in a sewer main that was backing up. When we cleaned out the line, we pulled out a bunch of wipes. So please do not flush those down the toilet, as the sewer system is not designed to handle them. It is spring and the trees are starting to bud out, so please call us at 226-8800 if there's any trees that need to be trimmed in your neighborhood, and we will get to those as soon as possible. Otherwise, if there is a low-hanging branch that you need to trim in front of your house, please feel free to do so. Lawn mowing, please start the lawn mowing. Code enforcement will be out to look, and Groot at this point is collecting yard waste. So any tree branches that are 4 foot long and bundled, or the craft paper bags for grass clippings and leaves, will be collected by Groot. Additionally, Groot is collecting bagged garbage that is tied and recycling in recycling bins. Some of the things that Groot is temporarily not, and this is industry-wide, collecting are loose items, electronic recycling, bulk items, appliances, and construction debris. These items, please just store them in your house for the moment. We will be scheduling a cleanup week with Groot where all these things will be able to be put out and will once again be resumed with collections. The census, it is important that we fill out the census. Illinois is up to 55% response rate. Will County is at 62% response rate, and Bolingbrook is at 63%. So we're up about 2% from a couple weeks ago. Hard copies are going to be mailed out, and you should be receiving those soon. If you want to, you can still go online to my2020census.gov to fill that out, or call 844-330-2020. If you want more information, you can also go to the Bolingbrook website at bolingbrook.com/2020census. Finally, it's thunderstorm season. Storms can roll in. If there's a clogged drain on your street, it might be just that it rained so hard. Give it 15-20 minutes and see what happens. You can clean it with a rake very carefully, or call the village, once again, 630-226-8800, and we'll get out there to get those cleaned up. If there is a storm that comes through and branches fall that Groot won't normally pick up, please put those in the parkway and call Public Works at the 8800 number. And we might be a little slower than getting out there, but we will get all storm debris picked up as well.
Okay.
Thank you. Ken Teppel, Director of Public Services, Public Safety. Thank you to Director of Public Services, Lucas Rickelman, but Ken Teppel, Public Safety. I'm going to stand before you and talk a little bit about the numbers in Bolingbrook. I get questions all the time about what's it like in Bolingbrook and what are your numbers. And so as of right now, as of today's date in our taping, April 21st, it's about 1:30-ish in the afternoon, we have 234 confirmed positive cases in Bolingbrook. Now, to put that in context, though, we've had 1,214 tests of Bolingbrook residents. So we're roughly right about 2% of the tests of Bolingbrook residents have come back positive. Now, another asterisk to that is that this does include residents that have been on for 14 days or more. So once you are considered a positive test with the Illinois Department of Public Health, you never really come off that list. So the next question is, well, how many positive tests do we really have right now? That question is a moving target. We really can't answer that because there are people who are asymptomatic who absolutely are not showing any signs or symptoms of COVID-19, but are absolutely contagious, that may be out there that we have no clue about, and then those that have been on and that have not tested, and those that are 14 days or more. So it's really a moving target. So the number right now is 234 out of 1,214 tests. Testing. There's 2 testing sites in Bolingbrook right now. One is at the Walgreens building at Boughton and Whitewater. The address of that is 695 West Boughton. And they've expanded their testing. It's no longer being done by Health and Human Services. It's now being done by Walgreens proper. And you can get more information on that testing site at walgreens.com. There's a purple banner that says COVID-19. Click on that and it'll walk you through. But right now they are only testing healthcare, first responders, or 65 and older with symptoms. The second location we have in Bolingbrook is Physicians Immediate Care, and that is located at 391 South Bolingbrook Road. And so that's kind of at the corner of Remington and Bolingbrook Drive.
Next to
Starbucks, Golden Corral, used to be the old Mindy's building for those of you who've been around a little bit. And right now, checking on their website, they'll take all patients with symptoms, so age is completely irrelevant to them, and healthcare first responders and folks who have symptoms or somebody in that job facility who may have had an exposure. They're also opening their testing to those folks. And you can get more information on Physicians Immediate Care, and they're doing it actually statewide. So if there's a Physicians Immediate Care in Plainfield or somewhere out there, they're testing also. You can go to physiciansimmediatecare.com and get more information on their testing. Now to move forward with testing and people who test positive, and I want to touch a bit on scams. So there's quite a few scams out there. Let me tell you right now, there is no vaccine that you can buy on the internet from China for no matter how much money you have that will work. There is no FDA-approved vaccine out there, so please don't send your money in on the internet to China or anywhere else it's going. But most of these scams are originating out of China. Also, beware of false or fake protective equipment. So especially the N95 masks. Those are being counterfeited. They're really not N95 masks. They're putting a stamp on the side that says N95. Be careful. Again, do your research and make sure you're getting the product that you're paying for. Check out the websites. Look for spelling errors. Look for sentence syntax errors. Look for cut and paste graphics. Look for things that are trademarked that probably that usually are in America but aren't on these websites. Look for the quality of the site. If it looks like it was put together overnight or by a 7-year-old, maybe it was. Also, look for paying a service fee or a finder's fee. Ask about inventory. Is it there, or are you going to get it in 7 months when it's made? Are they going to take your money? Lastly, look for online reviews of this company or the website. Normally, you'll find people on one side, people on the far other side, and there should be a good amount right in the middle. If there are no reviews, that should tell you something. We have been contacted quite a bit recently over scams, and we are following up on things. So if you do have anything that you have any questions for the police department, you can call 630-226-8600, 8600. That's our general line, and your call or question may be routed to, like Lucas mentioned, Public Works is out and about, but we're also working in conjunction with code enforcement. So if you have a code question, give us a call. They might refer it up to us. We might refer it to them depending on the call. But code enforcement is out there. We are following up. If you have questions for code enforcement or about code enforcement, again, 630-226-8600. Our town center building right now is still closed to the public. We're working, we have a plan to kind of reopen the building and phase in those in-face services, but right now everything is being done online or through the telephone. We're still operating at full capacity. The court system is still closed at least until May 15th. Both DuPage County and Will County have sent out executive orders that both court systems are closed. So if you had a court date here in Bolingbrook, not at least until May 15th. And I recommend you go to the county's website and double check and see if you can get more information about your court case. But lastly, I'd like to touch on the weather's going to start to get nice. We're supposed to be in the 60s and moving on into the 70s. Get out, get some exercise, get some fresh air. People have been cooped up. We've been getting calls because people are kind of getting on each other's nerves at the police department. Please get outside, but respect others. If you have a mask and you want to wear it outside, please do, especially when you're out shopping or you're in close proximity to other people. Gloves, mask, and one we get called on quite often is dog waste. If you're out walking your dog, please pick up after them. Carry a bag, pick up after your dog, and then take that bag and don't just throw it somebody's bushes or on the corner. A garbage can, please. We're seeing those calls increase with our animal control officers. So other than that, get outside, enjoy the spring, respect each other, and maintain your social distance, and we'll all get through this together. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Ken and Lucas. I'm here every day, most of the day, every day. Ken and Lucas are here every day also. There's no vacation times, no time off. We want to be here to answer your questions. There's a lot of questions come in every day. I take direct calls. If you'd like to call me direct, it's 226-8412, or you can call the main number, 226-8400. It's a question you've got, please don't hesitate to give us a call and ask. A lot of businesses are closed. I think there's going to be some relief coming soon from the governor in terms of certain businesses being given some limited ability to open up. And I certainly hope there is some indication this will be changing soon. We're following the directives of the federal government and the state government, and trust me, they change almost every day. I'm sure many of you listen to their broadcasts, which are daily, and you hear about what they're considering doing. I'm just hoping they land on some decisions soon, but we're trying to make decisions based on the best information we have. This morning I was told the governor's looking at perhaps 2 weeks for this to peak, and if it peaks, then the plan to reopen the communities is supposed to be another 14 days after that. That, of course, takes up the entire month of May. That is not a final decision yet, but I'm hoping sometime in the next several days he does make a decision on what's going to be happening in June. Ken mentioned masks. If you've got a mask, wear it out in public. There's no rule from the governor as yet that you have to wear a mask in public, as you see in other states, I believe California and New York, but I think it may be coming here. And if you have a problem getting a mask, certainly the ones that were just showed by Ken, we can help perhaps get you one. As far as the village is concerned, we're adopting a budget next Tuesday night. That budget is pretty much what we were going to put together a couple of months ago. Some are wondering why we haven't decreased that budget, because we know our revenues are going to be down. Hotel, motel tax is clearly going to be down because our hotels are running in over 10 to 20% occupancy. Sales tax is certainly going to be down because the retail stores have been closed. Income tax will also be reduced because a lot of people aren't working. Those distributions are made by the state of Illinois, and they're typically anywhere from 60 to 90 days before we find out what those revenues will be. So we won't know until June, July, even August as to how much March, April, and May have resulted in tax revenues from the state of Illinois. So we're making the best decision we can. We will be amending the budget as we find that out. There's also stimulus money that's going to be coming to the governments, local governments. The Congress put together a stimulus package, but the money that goes to local governments was given to the governor's office to distribute as he sees fit. 15 of the largest cities in the state, and we're in that group. I signed a letter yesterday to our entire congressional delegation and asking them to please make those stimulus amounts directly available to municipalities without going through. What happened to that, I don't know, but 15 mayors, the largest cities in the state, signed off on that letter. Again, we don't know what the stimulus will be, and we don't know how much we're losing in revenue. We're just going to have to take a wait-and-see attitude. We have made some staff budget changes in terms of staffing with furloughs of some staff. We hope we don't have to do any more, but we'll be watching that again as this crisis continues. People are scared. A lot of people are very scared. A lot of people aren't scared. Some people are actually reckless, and the whole gamut in between. We just ask that you all cooperate with the directives, cooperate with the village, stay away from large gatherings. This is going to affect a lot of events. There's calls about the cavalcade of planes to the airport, which is, I believe, June 5th and 6th. Will that go on? Will the village picnic go on the last Sunday of the month? How about 4th of July? How about the Jubilee? And all kinds of events sponsored by different organizations. I would suggest you check our webpage, which we'll be updating as quickly as you can. We're not going to be canceling any of these events until we absolutely have to, because there are a lot of people who work very hard on these events, and if the rules allow those events to continue, we'd like for them to continue under the new directives of social distancing, masks, etc. Concerts at the Village Hall start June 10th. I talked with the Park District today. They're taking a wait-and-see attitude as we are in terms of events behind Village Hall. Many have already been canceled, but the village events that we sponsor are still on at this point in time. And again, check the organizations or check our webpage for details. Again, in closing, I'd simply like to say, again, stay alert, watch what's going on, what's going around you. When you go into stores, avoid people. If there's a congestion of people by the vegetable area, go shopping somewhere else within that store and come back when the crowd's not so tight. Wear your masks, be safe, and of course, stay home. Hopefully this will end soon. Thank you.